I'm going to show you really quickly how to AFK train your horse. Now, I've watched a few different videos and some of them I found a little bit confusing, so I kind of thought hopefully I can make the guide a little bit easier. Right, this is me on the PlayStation 4, however this will work on PC and Xbox, so console and PC basically. So, without further ado, jump on your horse, okay? Find a decent spot. The place that I'm using at the minute is Velia, just because it's easy, and I'll show you exactly how I do it. Right, okay. So what I'm doing is traveling back and forth between Velia and Hadil Pass. So on the PlayStation, as you can see there, you've got navigate. On the bottom right hand side it says navigate, which is the square button, okay? So you hit the square button once, right? That will send the navigation path. Now I know what you're saying, you're thinking, yeah, whatever, I know how to do that. Right, okay. All you literally need to do is see where it says move to? So that's L2 and square for the PlayStation 4. So if I go ahead and press L2 and square, right, that didn't really work. Hold on. Let me do that again. Let me try it from there. There you go. So you can see now the light has gone from a blue light to a green light, the trail, okay? So all I have to do now, literally, is hit the auto run button. And that's it. It's as simple as that. Now, one thing you want to make sure is that you've got plenty of carrots. On this character at the minute, I've got 463 carrots, so I've got a lot. There's this little button as well that says auto consume feed when stamina is low. Make sure that that is ticked, people, because that will mean when you, like it says, when your horse is hungry, it will eat, and it will allow your horse to keep running, which will help it sort of gain levels faster and stuff. Okay, one thing I have noticed as well, if you go into your profile and you can see where it says training apprentice 20% at the top, okay, that is the training level of you sort of training horses. So that's your level of how well you are at training horses. Once you get to apprentice, or I'm not, it's not going to be apprentice, but once you get to a level 10, you can buy some functional clothes that will give you a 20% bonus increase in raising horses' experience or raising their levels, okay? This is a lower level horse that I just wanted to try just to show you, okay? This is Rushmore. So if I look at Rushmore's stats now, Rushmore's level 3. So you can see the experience is 18,003, okay? 18,003, just remember that for a second. We'll jump back on him. Okay, let him auto move again. There we go, 18,003. I've got to try and remember that as well. So, what you want to do as well is you can see the route kind of messed up there. So before you AFK, make sure that your horse can travel between the two different points without getting stuck. So I'll just change that slightly quickly. 18,003, remember, people. Okay, so if we put it to sort of there, and maybe there. I'll try that one. Okay. Sometimes it's kind of hit and miss because you don't necessarily know which pattern your horse is going to follow until you sort of get there yourself. As you can see there, it's kind of messed up again. Let's just try that one more time. It worked perfectly before yesterday, and now I'm trying to do a video and it's kind of messing up. There we go. It's typical, isn't it? Right. Why do you keep wanting to go through there? It's such a stupid way, dude. Right, let's pull out that way quickly. I think it takes it from the point you are, so that's kind of why it's sending me a bit of a silly place. If I do it from there to there, let's try that. Okay, 18,003. One thing I should say is if you want to train a higher level horse, you can absolutely do it this way, but you're better off training a low level horse from level 1. The horse will level up faster because it's a lower level, meaning it doesn't have to have as much experience to level up. As they level up, it gets more difficult to level them up, just the same way as it does with your character. But the reason why I think apparently it's better to raise your sort of taming and raise your horse's level at a low level is that because it increases the rate that your where is it? There you go. So the apprentice 5 and 20%, the training bit at the top there. I think if you've got lower level horse, it will raise quicker. If you're not bothered about that, then just go ahead and do it with whatever horse you've got. You know, it doesn't really matter. But this is just to show you a very quick guide. So you want to make sure that you press the square button on the PlayStation, which is navigate, and then highlight a second point and press move to. That will turn the blue path to green, and that means that it'll auto loot basically. And you'll know it'll auto loot because it says auto consume feed when stamina is low. Okay, so this loop isn't looking too bad. My understanding is the longer your route, the better, because it gives more of your opportunity for your horse to get experience. You want, ideally, 2 straight points, and your horse, you want the least amount of time that your horse is having to turn around or slow down to turn around. You want your horse constantly running, and at the 2 end points, like a quick turnaround, if you get me. That's pretty much it, people. I just wanted to show you that quickly. So what we'll do is we'll jump off and just check his experience, and hopefully if we've done it right, his experience level will have gone up a little bit. Okay, so it was 18,003, remember, people? So it's 21,300 now. So it's gone up a fair bit, not a massive amount, but as you can imagine, if you're doing this AFK overnight, I think I did it overnight, and I went from sort of level 9 to about level 15, 16, but that was like sort of from maybe 10 o'clock at night till like 6 in the morning or something. It depends on what level your horse is as to how fast it's going to level up, of course. But make sure you've got those carrots, and make sure that you check that your route works before you go AFK. Don't just highlight both the points and start the auto run and think that's it. Just make sure that your horse can at least once make sure that it can go between both points without being stuck. If you can, wait 2 or 3 times, because sometimes if people get in the way, or if it's like if you've put your navigate point to a spot where there's an NPC and there's loads of people around, occasionally you might get stuck or bump into like wagons and things like that. So it's just something that you want to bear in mind. Okay. I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Please feel free to drop a comment if you've got any suggestions, anything like that. Please feel free. I appreciate you checking out the video. If you want to check me out on Twitch, it's Quikspot. There we go, leveled up, sweet. Quikspot, Quikspot. Thank you very much for watching, people. Have a lovely evening, and I'll catch all of you lovely people very soon. Bye.